Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Arsenal Aura. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 3, and it's panic stations. I had a couple of recordings this season where I said that the way we're playing, it's not sustainable, and it's starting to be a little bit obvious and damaging, right? Of course, we have the same old we still have a 4 points lead and whatever else. However, each um, loss that Arsenal have, it gives courage to the likes of Manchester City, Manchester United, um, and Aston Villa and whatever. Hats off to Manchester United. They beat Manchester City and Arsenal, which is from the place they were, and to be able to do this, it's pretty good results for them. However, there's a way of losing, and if you lose the way we lost tonight at home in front of the home fans, um, it's very challenging to take. It's very challenging to explain. It's very challenging to manage and to overcome. And with Arsenal, and I've said this previously, Arsenal are incredible in the way that they create like a Netflix story or whatever, a roller coaster, right? You have the win against Inter, and you say, we're going to win the quadruple. And then you have the loss against Man United, and you say, listen, we still have to go to the Etihad, and it's going to be tough, because Pep and Manchester City, they're not gonna give up easy. They're not gonna throw the towel. They're gonna be there, and they're gonna wait, and they're gonna pounce. And it's been a couple of games where we kind of rode our luck when Manchester City lost points, and we didn't capitalize, but we drew, or we managed to somehow stay afloat. But it's getting serious now, right? We're almost in February, and if you do the same thing over and over again and expect different results, it's not going to end up well for you. Ask Arsene Wenger. um, you have to bring something new to the table, Mikhail. You can do like for like substitutions and expect just put all your faith and trust and whatever it is, tactical noun and whatever, in the performances of the players and in the quality of the players. Ethan Nwaneri left for Olympique Marseille and he scored. He basically went from the plane to the hotel or wherever. I don't think he has a place, yet rented or bought or whatever. And then he went on the football pitch and he scored a goal. Um, and we're lacking that in the midfield. Ethan Monero was a star, was a spark, because he was actually always driving forward. He wasn't. He's not yet under the Mikel Arteta spell or 100%, you know, controller thing. He was always going forward, always looking for the goal, always positive. There's a manner in which you can lose, and we lost in a very flat, stupid we're just, we don't seem to care. I don't know what's going on. It's when the pressure's on, Arsenal are failing, and it's time and time and time and time again. And we were at home. We beat Manchester United in the first day of the opening game of the season at Old Trafford, and we lose in this manner. You win 3-1 in the Champions League against Inter, and you say we're gonna win the quadruple, and then you lose at Manchester United. You're saying we ain't gonna win nothing. If we play in the Carabao Cup final, which is a big if, because Chelsea and Liam Rosenior and whatever, they're looking at these games, and exactly how it was in the Matrix movie. I think it was the second part where Neo fights some guys, of course, and he gets hit in the hand, and he starts bleeding, and the French guy kind of says something like, "See, he's just human. He's bleeding." Right? Of course, the outcome is different in that movie, but people are looking and they're taking notes. They're looking and they're encouraging their players, and they're saying, "Listen, they're not, invincibles. They're not the best team. They're not. We can take them on." And it gives them trust. It gives them confidence. It energizes them. And we have nothing. We're just playing the same style every game. We're just changing a couple of players from game to game. Same style, same tactics, same formation, different. We change a couple of players, and that's it. You make a triple, quadruple, whatever change, and everybody's saying, "Look, Arteta tried." No, he didn't try nothing. He just replaced a striker with another striker, hoping that something will happen. And even the goals that we scored were not convincing enough. We didn't score like we meant to. It was like, this the ball. Come on, we managed to score. An own goal and a scrappy goal. It just barely went over the goal line. And you watch the Manchester United goals. I mean, of course, Zubimeni had an absolute horror game, and he managed to stay on the pitch for so long. But he found his game to play horrible. It's a challenge, guys. But as I said in my previous game reviews, and it's not sustainable to play in the manner that you play. You grind out a couple of wins, but at some point, it's gonna catch up with you. And Manchester City are gonna watch the game, the result, the difference, which is now only 4 points. We're still top of the table. We're still top of the league. We're still 4 points ahead. But Manchester City, maybe they'll start. If we win this Premier League, it's not going to be because we played we outplayed other teams. We will win it because other teams didn't manage to overtake us, like City, like Liverpool, like Villa, like whatever. Let's see what's happening um, next week. But this guy, he needs to find something, and he won't find it if he keeps playing like this and hoping for the best. Just same formation, same tactics, same structure, same instructions, and just different players. It's not gonna be okay. It's not gonna be good. You need to change something. I don't know if it's the moment to change. Maybe you can try in the Champions League against Karat or whatever. I'm not saying a 4-4-2. I'm not saying, but you have to change something. This is not working. It's not working. You can't. It's too maybe if it was later in the season, like March, April, or something like that, you could have say, okay, Arteta, just push the team over the line. Now it's not even February; we're still 1 week away from February. You're not gonna push the team over. It's like this. It's too early, where the lead is too small to be able to say, just keep going and we'll make something work. No, you won't. I'm sorry, guys. This is not a happy outcome. We would, I'm sure we all would have wanted a win or whatever else. I don't even know what to put in the comments section. Just give a comment, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks so much for being here. Thank you so much for supporting. Let's see what we manage to do moving forward. All the best, guys.